Hello everyone! Welcome to an extra special edition of the Coco Show Plays. Tonight, I'll be having a crack at the 1990 Crystal City by Jeremy Spiller. This is a very well thought of game, and so I thought it was time to give this thing a whirl. As you can see, I've got my trusty Epix 500XJ joystick. I've got my authentic Car Computer 3. I've got my SDC. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's play some Crystal City. And here we go. This game plays hard and fast. You're picking up fuel and you're blowing up ships. That's all there is to it, man. You avoid the bad guys and get the fuel. You know, look at how quick this moves. This thing goes. Your fuel provides your shields energy to survive. And you want to collect these little E's. Well, here we go. I was a big fan back in the day of Super Cobra and Scramble. Games that were similar to this aspect, except you were bombing. In this game, it runs so fast. There's no way you could even bomb anything. All you're trying to do now is not get killed from behind. Killed in the front. Everything's on you. It's non-stop action. I do not know, honestly, how Mr. Spiller got this kind of action out of this game, but I give him all the credit in the world. He also did the incredibly impressive Xenix game on the Coco. Unbelievable game. And so this guy definitely knows his way around the program. That's for darn sure. If you notice the speed that this thing has, it looks great. It goes ultra fast. The explosions, which were a staple of Xenix, it does. Which I always thought were really cool. Look at that. You actually can damage the ground when you shoot stuff, which is awesome. I believe this game has 6 levels, which I've not seen all of. There's a way to cheat. Maybe we'll give that a shot if we don't do well. We're going to try to see how far we can get on this thing without having to go crazy and cheat. It's so fast. It's just non-stop. Your nerves fray as you try to keep up with the speed. I love those. Look at all the missiles. My God, this is a hideous planet. They're nuking everything. Unbelievable. I love your ability to shoot the ground, which I haven't really been doing. But you can actually go in and shoot the ground. Your shields will keep you going, provided you don't run into the ground. If that happens, you're pretty much toast with a really neat intro. Now you gotta stay high on that stuff and just do your best to avoid everything you can. Oh man, try not to shoot the parachuting fuel. It's so unbelievably hectic. It's almost impossible to keep track of what's going on. And the way the levels are designed, they tease you into dropping down into these canyons, and you know they're gonna put something very high in front of you and really hose you. So we're gonna try to stay as high as we can, as long as we can. Stuff like that. There's the stone structure. I'll tell you, this is a game where you can go down in a hurry. Oh. I've been very fortunate so far to have gotten a lot of fuel. Oh, here we go. Nighttime. I love the sound of the. I love the sound of the. Oh, look at this! Holy smokes, that's cool. In Boss City. Look at that. What a neat effect, too, when that thing turns. I love it. Oh! Son of a gun. Brutal. We're not done yet, though. I ain't going out like that. Now, as I recall, there's a way to cheat to get to the different levels in this game. And I believe it involves just hitting the number of the level you want to start at. So we're going to give this a whirl. Level 2. It worked. Let's have a look at level 2, since we clearly couldn't get past level 1. We're going to go through some of these levels. You know, the Coco, I believe, is at the, as I'm recording this, and the very, very end of 2019, I believe there is a second renaissance coming for the car computer. games of a higher caliber than we've seen. And I think games like Crystal City sort of were a tantalizing look at what could be done with the Coco if one had enough skill and one knew enough tricks. And I believe these tricks and skills are now being appearing with more talented programmers. Nick Marentes, you've got some other guys that are doing stuff. I think we're going to see a lot of new, exciting games that are becoming in the near future. Games of the caliber of Xenix or this. Both these games are off the charts good. Holy smokes. My shield is dropping. Clearly, they're not going to give you any love on this level. I could have used that. Oh. I like the varied enemies that you've got to face. Oh, I love that noise. Man, I could really go for some fuel, and that's it into me. Wow. Horrible. Well, dare we attempt level 3? What the heck? Let's go for it. Holy moly. Oh, good God. Wow. We're going to try that one again. That was horrible. That was Nick's name right there. Clearly, he's had a crack at this game. I just noticed that. And here we go. These rockets almost remind me of the fireballs on the level of Scramble. Look at that. What a bizarre effect that was. Oh man, you can't stay at the back of the screen on this level. You know this is a tease. It's a very clever design element to taunt you and tempt you into going down into these valleys. I like how the sky subtly changes colors as you go through these levels. Gosh, the sound effects in this too are just off the charts. That sound, that whistling noise is always something that will generate a reaction in a player. Look at that. That's very unusual. I have to say this is the first time I've really gotten this far into this level, and it's quite amazing. This is so unbelievably fast. I mean, you really have to stay on your toes. Man, I could use some shields in the worst way. Look at that. Oh! Those are just the most bizarre. That'll help. Could use more than that. Yes, that'll help. Oh, and that's what exactly I was talking about. Jeremy Spiller, you diabolical genius. Trick me into going down there. Let's go. Let's see if we can do one more here. Yes, 4 and 5 and 6, you're on your own. So we're going to try to start from the beginning and have one more good solid attempt here. Ah. It always pains me to shoot those parachuting energy or fuel, as it pains me to not catch one. I like the details on the groundwork here. You've got the little houses or factories with the smokestacks. This world is just an absolute unmitigated horror. Anyone that's shooting this many missiles, not good. And I don't necessarily think they're all coming at you. I think they're in the middle of something. I read that, and I thank Curtis for his beautiful site, lcurtisboyle.com, for all your Coco gaming information. That's the place to go. He mentions that on some machines you will get a sort of a glitched up shield area, which I guess I am one such machine, because that's exactly what we're getting down there. It doesn't really hamper your efforts, but it's definitely something you notice. I've also played this on emulation. I don't recall having that as a problem. I'll have to go back and check again and see if it's something that I either just didn't notice or it wasn't a problem. I will say card computer emulation has been pretty good. You know, I've had pretty good luck. Of course, I've got the convenience of the Color Computer 3 here, hooked up at all times with the SDC, and boy, does that make it super convenient to just sit down and play a game of whatever you want. I was recently interviewed by the really nice fellows over at the Coco Crew podcast, and while I was doing the interview, I was just mindlessly sitting and playing Cashman while we were talking, because it's just so simple, and it's a lot of Coco games I find very relaxing. I guess I'm in the minority, but maybe not. I don't know. There's an appeal. Of course, for me, having grown up with a Coco, it's a system I was used to playing. So, getting back into it's like putting on an old pair of shoes, slippers. I just rolled back into it, and man, I've had so much fun. I can't even tell you. And games like this just straight up did not exist on my first go around with the Color Computer. So you can imagine how excited I am to be at the front line of seeing some of these. I mean, when I talked to Bode about doing a Coco game-related podcast, I told him, I was like, I don't know what exactly we're going to be getting ourselves into. I don't know, because I didn't really know anything about the homebrew arena or what was available. But man, it's been nothing short of remarkable what we've been able to play. So here we go with this punk again. Let's see if we can not get ran over by this guy. See, that's his move right there. That's his move. Man, it's be nice to have some rear guns. Now we're not far. Oh, no, not this time. Like he's begging to bulldoze you. Oh, there it was. Son of a gun. That's brutal. Well, there it is, folks. My efforts to get to the Crystal City. I guess humanity's boned again. That's the way she goes. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at Crystal City. A really fun game, a programming achievement by Mr. Spiller, who clearly knows his stuff. Again, this was released in late 1990 from Sundog Systems and Jeremy Spiller. These games are widely available now, and again, if you want to head over to lcurtisboyle.com, most of the Color Computer games are readily available to download. Try them out, emulate them, and I think you'll agree that the Coco's got a lot to offer in the gaming genre. So, that's all from here. We will catch you next time on another Coco Show Plays. Until next time, adios, everybody.